we go. Yeah, it'll be faster to go through here.
Alrighty, welcome back for part 4.
Nothing, it's just...
So in the last episode, we got out of the Boston safe zone, went through the ruins of old Boston, and Tess unfortunately dies. Now, Joel and Ellie are in Lincoln, Massachusetts, and are trying to meet up with somebody who owes Joel some favors.
Why'd she drop you off on us?
Well, maybe she's better now.
Kid, I don't mean to upset you, but your friend's chances of survival weren't too high to begin with.
She's a lot tougher than you think.
It don't matter. Because I doubt I can get either one of us back into the city in one piece. Trust me. I wish there was some other option.
And again, it seems like this is the first time that Joel has had to be in charge in quite a while. Seems like Tess was the leader of their two-man operation. I have to say the graphics really do kind of hold up. It's amazing that this is a 7-year-old game.
Whoa, look! Fireflies. I mean, real fireflies.
Yeah, I see that.
Sorry, I lost myself for a sec.
You get up here and I'll get a look.
Alright, so this is where we're going to get our first kind of weapon upgrade. So this is an instant kill melee option. You get it attached to a melee weapon, and it's an instant kill thing. You get one instant kill shot at first, but you can upgrade it as the game continues. This is going to be one of my issues with this whole level of the game. I'll go over it more in a little bit. And really, this is kind of one of the issues I have with this game, just in general. But again, we'll go over it in a little bit.
There we go.
Yet another amazing environmental puzzle. Oh, quick update. Found out that got a shipping notification from Amazon yesterday. It'll be delivered today. So,
Been here, have you?
June 20th. So by the time you will see this, I will probably be done with my initial playthrough.
And that smoke, you think that's him?
And I'll probably have my thoughts pop up here.
Let's go check it out then.
Right, come on. Down here. Just watch your step. It's a good drop.
So I feel like this is why they give you that instant kill weapon option. It's because there's a clicker right down here.
What is that?
Shit.
Now somehow this doesn't trigger this clicker. But I believe if you go down the stairs, it just automatically will come out. So, right there, as you can see, it's a instant kill option for it. You can do this as many times as you want. There's no like limit to once you modify a weapon. If it breaks, you then have to like remodify it or something. For some reason, I decided to use my gun there. I really don't know why. why I thought that was a great idea, is waste all 6 shots. I could have just, you know, beat it with the pipe, but yeah, so as I was saying, you can put that instant kill mod on any weapon. And I literally mean any weapon. It gets a little silly later on. But you're able to basically put the instant kill mod on it. If you use it, it's not locked out from you using it anymore. You can put another one on it. Even if the weapon already has some damage to it too.
Are you alright?
I'm trying to learn how to whistle.
You don't know how to whistle.
Well, does it sound like I know how to whistle?
Thankfully there's you know, some ammo there, so it's not even though I did waste all of my revolver ammo, it's good to know that I at least have a little bit more pistol ammo now. So this is the first one of the notes that you'll find kind of scattered all the way out here, all throughout here. See, Bill likes to leave some notes for himself.
Shit. It's jammed from the other side.
Here, boost me up.
No, that's not such a good idea.
Well, I can't boost you up. How else are we gonna open it?
Alright. Give me your foot. Now just open it. Nothing else.
Sure thing.
Careful.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Ta-da!
Good job.
Thank you.
Alright, so this is the first kind of open area that you can explore. There aren't too many of these in this game.
So let's see we get a card from this buddy of yours.
It's not very large. It's like
Well, then we go find Tommy.
maybe 10 minutes of gameplay.
More importantly, he was a...
And I'm genuinely intrigued to see how it is that they changed this in the sequel. How, because I've heard that, you know, there's a couple of areas that are pretty big and expansive, but it's, in terms of open world, it's basically like how, this is just larger.
Those are known.
Man,
Where you have
filled with these.
I
always thought they were
like a
super
big
cute.
open area to explore, but then you
Not
have,
so. They creep me out.
like, a
Alright.
very clear, like, okay, this is where you have to go to continue the story kind of path. And that's what happens a lot in this game here, so. So there's a lot of materials throughout here, so definitely make sure you check all the buildings.
Would you play this before?
No. But I had a friend that knew everything about this game. Apparently, there's this character called Angel Knives who'd... what was it? She'd punch a hole through your stomach before kicking your head off.
I was never a big fan of these things.
I wish I could play it.
I wonder if they're gonna do kind of a callback to that in the sequel. Like have it be where Ellie stumbles across a thing that actually works, so she's able to play that game finally. Also, there's nothing down here. I don't know why I go down here. So just ignore this next, like, 2 minutes of gameplay. Well, 30 seconds of gameplay. Alright, so right in here is this record store. You're gonna again find a lot of crafting materials in here.
Man, this is kind of sad.
What is?
All this music that's just sitting here. No one's around to listen to it.
It's again another one of
I don't know,
Bill's
Doesn't
notes.
seem right.
So, a little bit of scrap right there.
Jesus!
Whoa, Nelly. What the hell was that?
That would be one of Bill's traps.
Your friend a bit paranoid, maybe?
That's putting it lightly.
Yes, that's
What's the
one of
deal
Bill's
with this
traps.
Well, he helped us smuggle stuff into the city. He knows how to find things.
thing? Well, let's hope we don't blow up trying to find him.
Just watch your step, you'll be fine.
So again, this is why you always want to have a shiv with you.
Go.
Oh man, you gotta teach me.
I open that up. Again, tons of material in here. Always worth opening up these shiv doors.
Jeez, Bill good with a bow?
I reckon he is.
A little bit of foreshadowing for the next weapon we're gonna get. Yet another fantastic environmental puzzle. And yep, right here is the bow.
Let me use that. I'm a pretty good shot with that thing.
How about we just leave this kind of stuff to me?
Well, we could both be armed. Cover each other.
I don't think so.
So the bow in this game is not all that great. It's basically your only stealth option. You can't make silencers or anything for
Use this.
pistols or any of your other guns. You basically only have the bow and then like grappling for your stealth options.
It's all clear, come on up.
As a result, it feels a little. You know, there isn't a lot to do for this. You know, stealth definitely feels a little limited in this game.
Shit. Let's give this baby a whirl.
The other issue I have with the bow is how it's not a very realistic travel arc
Jesus, Joel.
for it. If you've ever fired a
Now
bow
listen,
before,
Bill ain't exactly the most
for the most part,
stable of individuals.
it'll travel straight
When we
up
get
until
there-
like about
You let me do the talking.
25, 30-ish
Understand?
yards, and then it will start to dip, and then
And
as
You gotta be clear on this.
you go further from the target,
Don't
then
take
you'd
your
have
time
to
with strangers.
arc it up so that way the bow actually, or so that way the arrow actually would hit the target.
Definitely need some time warming
And yes, I
up.
know it's a video game, but you know it does feel a little silly that that's the how the bow works in this game is that you get 10 feet out. Oh, gotta aim a little bit higher.
Stay underneath it, okay? Just keep your head low and you'll be fine.
All right. You hear that?
Yeah.
Shit, you're gonna go in there?
I want to see what we can find.
You're gonna find my body when I die from a heart attack.
Don't worry. I got this.
Oh man, jeez! That thing scared the shit out of me.
Well, while we're here, let's search the place.
I do like that you can just kind of hear the infected moving around in the house before you actually find them.
You think they ever found each other?
How the hell would I know?
Well, I'd like to think they did.
Yeah, so not a lot of things in this
Out
area.
of here.
Go ahead and go down here.
Shit, look at this.
Oh shit! Those things are kind of awesome.
That's one way to do it.
I do wish that they had let you make trip mines in this game. I know that it seems like you can do that in the sequel. We'll just finally reload this.
See that? Get back. Well, just stay close.
Alright, so coming up here is... Yeah.
Come on.
I got you.
Damn it, Bill!
What just happened?
Another one of Bill's stupid traps. There, that fridge, it looks like that's a counterweight.
Okay.
This is
Cut that rope,
probably
and it'll bring me down.
On it!
one of the top 3 parts of this game, sections of this game. The other ones don't come till much later.
Joel!
Shit, here they come.
So there's some people think that you get unlimited ammo in this section,
Into the rope.
and
How's it looking?
I honestly don't know if you do. This is, I believe, after I finally adjusted the sensitivity so it's a little bit easier. And a nice trick is that if you let an enemy grab you and then you aim immediately afterwards, it will just center up on his head and you won't have to worry about trying to shoot him again. Basically gives you a free headshot. But yeah, so a lot of people think that you either get infinite ammo for this section, but I feel like you get you don't have infinite ammo, but Ellie just kind of gives you some ammo at different points.
You alright?
Yeah,
Come on, you can do it.
here's some ammo.
Like that. So I think it just, if you're below a certain points, they'll give you ammo for it. So maybe you do get infinite ammo,
Hurry, just hurry! Stay over here!
but
Ellie, they're getting close! Hell off, you son of a bitch!
No! Help!
Drop your ass on your...
and yeah, at this point, just run.
Which way? Alright, we'll cut through. Come on, here! Run, Ellie! Damn, where's the goddamn key?
Guys, behind us!
Bill, come on!
Got a lucky headshot there. Yep, so again, just run. Once Bill gets doors open for you, just run in.
They're coming through the door!
Oh boy.
Take them out! That's our only way through! Ellie, stay back! Stay back!
So this is another this is an issue that I definitely have with this this game. I don't know if I've mentioned it so far, but when an enemy will just grab you because you were shooting at them, but one of your partners was in front of you, so you couldn't actually hit them with your bullets. It's very annoying. Yeah, so as you can see, I do a much better job the second time around.
Alright, come on, we're almost there.
And make sure you follow Bill.
Oh, shit. God damn it, they're coming over! Come on!
And there definitely are some items back there. I don't grab them for some reason.
Ellie, move!
Going!
It's over!
Man, that was close. Thanks for the heroics and all. Ellie. Hey, what are you... Joel?
Bill!
What are you doing?
Bill!
Let me go.
Turn around and get on your knees.
Just calm down a second.
Turn around
All right.
and get on your knees. Don't test me. Just
Take it easy.
any bites. Oh. Anything sprouting?
God damn it, I'm clean!
If I see so much as a twig. Ow!
Stop!
Son of a bitch!
You done?
Am I done? You come into my house. You set off all my traps. You damn near break my shooting arm. Who the fuck is this punk and what's she doing here?
I am none of your goddamn business, and we're here because you owe Joel some favors. And you can start by taking these off.
I owe Joel some favors. Is some kind of joke?
I'll cut to the chase. I need a car.
Well, it is a joke. Joel needs a car. Well, if I had one that works, which I sure as hell don't, what makes you think I'd just give it to you? Huh? Yeah, sure, Joel, go ahead. Take my car. Take all my food, too, while you're at it.
By the looks of it, you could lose some of that food.
Listen to me, you little shit.
No, fuck you! You handcuffed me.
I need you to shut up. All right?
whatever favors you think I owe you ain't worth that much.
Actually, Bill, they are.
Well, it don't matter because I don't have a car that works.
But there is one in this town.
Parts. There are parts in this town.
Meaning that you could fix one up.
All right. If I'm gonna do this, there's some gear I'm gonna need.
All right.
It's on the other side of town. Now you help me go gather it, and maybe I can put something together that runs. But after this, I owe you nothing.
That's fine. A couple days from now, we'll probably be dead anyway.
Good. Follow me. Whole goddamn town's booby-trapped. Best stay right on my ass.
Can't miss it.
Knock it off.
All right. Whatever supplies you may want or need, I suggest
So
you
yeah,
grab them.
that's Bill.
Hey, thank you. Ellie, take a look around.
There's a lot of things around here that you can grab, including right up here. There is a training manual, and these basically give you free upgrades. So they make it so that way certain things will last longer. Your shivs, your medkits might heal more. Your weapon enhancements be a little bit more durable. So, yeah, there's a lot of things here that you can grab. And yeah, you're going to want to make sure you have quite a few things here. And another one of Bill's notes.
Hey, you know how to play this?
Yeah. Pretty badly, yeah.
I always wanted to learn.
Hey, Bobby Fischer! Don't touch anything on that board!
Bobby, what?
Hey, just let it go.
The banter between Ellie and Bill is pretty amazing.
Found everything you need?
We're good.
Now, even though, like, Bill is a great character, and
Ellie.
this is like a fun section, I do feel like this is where the game kind of slows down dramatically, and not much
Just stay with me.
really happens,
Agreed to this bullshit, Bill. What you should have done was just
which is a little upsetting because we get
You weren't kidding
the first part in Boston, and then immediately the pacing kind of slows down quite a bit in this part. Thankfully, it's only about an hour of the full
Fuck you.
game, so it's not it's not too bad.
You know, I hope you know what you're doing.
Are you kidding me with this guy?
So where are we going, Bill?
My other safe house. More of an armory.
Wait, I thought we were gonna fix up a car.
We? You know how to fix it.
Bill, just...
That's like I said. What I need is on the other side of town. Now that side I don't ever go to because it's filled with infected. So we're gonna need more guns.
Again, just checking every single room.
There's one inside.
Oh, I've been meaning to take care of that. Relax, it's nothing. Look, you didn't answer my question about Tess. You know, I thought the two of you were inseparable.
She's busy.
Yeah, sure. Busy. Sounds to me like might be trouble in paradise.
Yeah, something like that.
Just like that he's so used to the infected being there that he just leaves it. Like if you have to take the garbage out, it's like, oh, I should probably take care of that, right?
So, why don't you fix one of these cars?
Oh my God, you're a genius. I mean, the whole time, why on earth hadn't I thought about fixing one of these cars?
Oh.
Damn it. Lock and load.
So as you can see, I went over there because I saw the thing, and I thought I might get something, but nope. I accidentally triggered all of those infected that are not supposed to happen for, not supposed to come out for a little bit longer, but oh well.
You gotta check the barricades again. You neglect the simple shit, and now
I also didn't realize that they just had them spawned in over there, and that you can't trigger them until you walk over to them.
Now he's talking to himself.
Then it'll take you,
Bill?
Joel, this way. And up we go.
Yeah, and that's definitely just put in so we for the flow of the video game.
You picked a hell of a place to hole up.
I forget what it's called,
Bad as those,
but I watched a video
predictable.
on it that
Normal people that scare me.
is something interesting. In order to keep your attention to the video game, something interesting has to happen every 45 seconds, otherwise you lose
Well, I locked it. They don't have a key.
interest in the game. And the most recent Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead Redemption 2,
We're here.
apparently every minute and a half something happens in that game, so that's why that game feels even more slow than a normal game might.
Right down here. Well, here we are. You don't touch anything. And you close the door. Let's gear up.
What? I need a gun.
No, you don't.
Joel, I can handle myself.
No. Just stay here.
It's fine. Just wait around for you two to get me killed.
Well, this goes on record as the worst fucking job you've ever taken.
It's up there.
How in the hell is Tess okay with this suicide mission?
It's actually her idea.
Really? Well, the broad's not as smart as I thought she was. But, fuck her. Seriously, you gotta take that kid back to where you found her.
I can't just take her back.
Then send her packing, let her find her own way. Look, let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, I had somebody that I cared about. A partner. Somebody I had to look after. And in this world, that sort of shit's good for one thing. Getting you killed. So you know what I did? I wisened the fuck up. And I realized it's gotta be just me.
Bill, it ain't like that. It's
Bullshit. It is just like that. Hey! What'd I say to you when we walked down the steps? What'd I say?
I'm just fixing your stupid pile.
Don't touch. God damn it. You keep babysitting long enough and eventually it's gonna blow up in
Bill.
your face.
Can we please just get on with it?
Here. Let's get on with it.
So again, as I was saying, this is an issue that I have with this section of the game, is you get
All right, before we go any further, I got something I gotta show you.
like 3
What you got?
weapons in a very short amount of time. In about a half hour, we've gotten 3 new weapons. Well, 4, I guess.
This,
We learned weapon modifications.
you gotta be really
You get
careful. This
a
thing blows.
bow,
It shreds anybody
then we just got a
standing nearby.
shotgun, and then very quickly after we get basically a grenade. Grenade slash
So we got shotguns and
trap.
bombs. The hell are we doing with them?
Well, every few weeks this military caravan rides through town. I assume they're out looking for supplies. I mean, you'd be amazed at the shit that they overlook. Anyway, a few months back, they were rolling through and they get overrun by this horde of infected.
They were all over the truck. It plows right in the side of the high school. Still sitting there with a battery in it.
So we take that battery and we put it in another car.
Bingo! I wanted to get it, but it seemed too dangerous with all the infected on that part of town. But fuck it. Joel needs a car.
Hey, what if it's damaged?
Nah, those trucks are like tanks. It's just sitting there.
Actually might work.
Alright, so right over here we get some more scrap, but it's also tools. So tools kind of expand your weapon modification abilities. There's 4 levels of tools. You get level 1 right now, and we'll talk about it more once we get to it, but you get the rest in very rapid succession, which kind of bothers me. It feels like there's not really like a lot of pacing
Let's see what we got.
for this. So you can go from having like not very well upgraded items to having very, very powerful weapons by the time you're 3/4 of the way through the game. So as you saw there, with the tools we can now make a weapon holster. So now we can carry both of our pistols out without having to actually put down the backpack in order to grab it. And part of me wishes that at this point they had stopped giving you weapons. That I wish that you just had the 2 pistols. You had the shotgun, the rifle, and the bow.
Kid, I swear to God, if you do
I
anything-
just feel like
I
it
don't
would have
need
been
your shit. Trust me.
it's just so much better.
Joel, you are keeping
Not
an
even
eye
so
on
much
her.
better, just like,
Like a hawk.
I don't know, would have made a lot more sense, because we're not done getting weapons for this game. There's like 4 more.
Wow.
Nice place you got here.
Well, if you got anything to confess, this would be the place to do it.
The other thing that I've noticed while watching this again, but also while playing it again, is that there's kind of a heavy implication that
It's not the confession booth.
Bill has some sort of substance
All right,
abuse
I'm not
problem.
touching anything.
Which I find interesting, and that might be leading to his paranoia. Because, you know, we find pills in here, we find empty bottles all throughout his area.
Alright, time to sack up.
Ellie, come on.
Look, there's the school.
All right.
Ready?
Guess we'll find out.
Yeah, so you're going to want to switch to the bow here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, come on. You don't need to be looking at that.
I've seen worse.
All right, then.
Past this gate, it's all new territory to me.
I'm on it.
Hey, you guys hear that?
So yeah, so this is another one of those kind of forced stealth segments. Well, not forced, but heavily implied that you should use some stealth.
On your right.
Just a ton of clickers through here. I believe there's like 10 or so.
Fucking scary.
So again, another issue I have with the bow here is that it's like next to impossible to aim. And the major complaint with this game with a lot of people is that, again, Joel, for some reason, can't, he can't go anywhere near most things, but the minute, you know, but meanwhile his friends can run around and go crazy. Run around with clickers and not trigger them. Alright, so let's attempt number 2. Hopefully this goes a little bit better. So again, just throw a Molotov. It makes your life so much easier. The other interesting thing is that also arrows will trigger the clickers and make them go after that, and you'll see that right here. Because I keep missing every single one of those shots. Hope I don't try it anymore. Good. I was really worried I was just gonna waste all my arrows, even though I think it's something that I end up doing. So another thing you can do is do that, and then just throw one of these grenades. So again, clickers really aren't too difficult to deal with as long as you have like Molotovs or nail bombs. So again, just like shoot an arrow, cause them to go away. I thought this is where you have to go. I have to go where I just shot the arrow for that clicker.
Locked.
So again, throw a bottle, throw a Molotov, which triggered those other 2 clickers, and they run into the fire. Yeah, it's that easy. It just works.
Fuck!
Hold up. I got a key for that gate. Guess we move quietly.
So for this section, you can very, very easily die in this part. You can also make this next part very easy on yourself and just ignore all the enemies through here. You don't have to fight those 2 guys. Really, the only enemy you have to kill is this guy if you want to make it through here. And this is one of the nice things about the bow is that it's definitely meant for stealth, because if you are able to take out an enemy without them realizing you're there,
This place, were you?
then you'll do extra damage, so it's usually a one-shot kill. So over past those fences, there's a couple houses that you can look through. There's a lot of loot that you can get. I just ignore it because I don't feel like dealing with all the enemies there.
To your left.
Somehow that didn't trigger that guy.
Jeez.
Also, sometimes the arrows break, sometimes they don't. I just happen to get lucky here in that they don't break. On easy mode, you will always have a surplus of arrows. Unless you constantly miss every single shot that you take, you will have a huge amount of arrows by the end of the game. there's the bow right there too, so if you don't get it that first time, there's another one right there.
This way. It's tied on the other side.
What about going through here?
What, the doggy door?
Very careful.
Of course.
Maybe you should have given her a gun.
Okay, Bill.
There's more of those clicker things inside the house.
I don't know how she knows that, just based on
Ain't
like
seen
opening
us
up the
yet.
door.
Stay down.
Yeah, so there's 2 clickers right here. Now clickers you have to get a headshot on in order to kill them with a bow, which makes no sense with a bow, but okay. I mean, I guess you could get a headshot with a bow, but I don't know if that would necessarily, from that range it would absolutely just kill the person, but I don't know how effective a headshot with a bow is, you know. Really thought I was going to miss that shot. And there's one more clicker in here, but again, I'm checking every single room. You could easily stealth past every single enemy in this part.
All right, come on, let's get up. On the RV and over. Should be clear.
Who the hell left this here? You got friends in town?
No. Although I got some idea who might have come through here. School's on the other side of this house. Let's get inside.
Come on, Ellie.
So I do run over here just to check to see, because again, there's a little bit of stuff over here.
Hey, Joel!
Yeah.
Give me a hand with this. What'd I tell you? There's that truck sticking out of the school right there. Come on. There's a bunch of them up there.
Alright, so
Trying to
again,
make a sound.
stealth implied section. And you can definitely make it through this using just stealth. I've done this before using just stealth, but I messed it up royally. So just a heads up. So again, melee, really great against single enemies, but outside of that, really gets annoying. Yeah, definitely could have been handled better, but that does not happen. And then no matter what, even if you stealth through this area, there will still be these enemies that charge out. I honestly don't know why. Should have just let Bill finish killing her, but oh well.
Well, that was easier than I thought it'd be. They must be holed up somewhere else.
Well, let's not test our luck. How do we get inside?
Someone left a ladder on the bus. Here, get me up there and I'll drop it to you.
Don't get killed up there.
Thanks, Bill.
Couldn't remember if they do like a second wave of enemies that come at you, but they don't. It's also interesting. This was obviously like a refugee thing,
We just need to get to the hood of the truck.
because you can see those buses have names of cities on them.
Shit, you hear that? They're coming. Move it, kid. All right, we're gonna get in quick. We're gonna get the battery. We're gonna get the hell out. The door's locked.
So I run over to where you're supposed to go, but don't. So again, you don't even have to fight any enemies,
Come on, Bill.
really, other than these two.
We got a way in! That's not gonna hold!
Bill, make it fast. Grab this. Please tell me you're done.
It's empty.
What?
Fucking empty!
Guys!
Bill, where to? Bill, where?
Anywhere but here.
You made the haul ass. Come on. They're broken through.
Alright, so no battery in the truck.
Let's we'll sneak out the back.
You two, follow me.
You're gonna want to make sure that you have some Molotovs and stuff ready very soon. Alright, so another failed combat encounter up here. Someday I'll stop dying every 5 seconds, maybe. So, doesn't work out too well for me, unfortunately. This time I tried to go a little bit more stealthy. And it does not work out too well for me. I also didn't realize I did not have my flashlight on for that. But again, you can only use melee on a clicker if they were already stunned, or if they are being attacked by one of your friends. so worried that it was just gonna kill me again.
Down the hall. I bet we can cut through those classrooms.
Oh my god.
So we're slowly getting at least the first level of everything unlocked. So yeah, there are more enemies and more clickers and stuff through here.
Gotta get past those guys.
Again, throw a bomb. And I get lucky in that the other enemy got pushed back. And it ended up giving me a free kill from that, so that worked out well.
Looks like there's a path down this hallway.
And of course I missed like every shot with that.
Oh man.
Help me open this.
All right, ready? One more time. Oh, shit. More on the way.
It's very impressive that they are able to get that door open with those heavy wrestling mats.
This ain't gonna hold it for long. That don't sound good.
What the fuck is that?
Goddamn floater.
What?
Ellie, take
And I thought it was a Molotov, it was not. Yeah, so for dealing with bloaters, you're going to want to hit them with a Molotov or some sort of explosive, because that's going to do a lot of splash damage to them. They do throw these spore bombs,
There's a hand over here.
and thankfully I don't demonstrate this, but if you get too close, you can't melee them at all. If you get too close, they end up grabbing Joel, and it's an instant kill move, just like clickers. But overall, they're not too difficult to take down, so bloaters are like many years infected. They're not.
Been infected for a long time. We call them bloaters.
Say probably around 10 years or so.
Got it.
I hate to interrupt your little biology lesson, but can we get the fuck out of here, please? Let's get on top of these bleachers. Give me a boost, Joel. Let's go, people.
All right.
Go. All right, come on.
And then because fighting a bloater wasn't enough, they do give you a couple extra enemies to take out.
Down to the last one. Finish it off already.
Fucking hate those things.
I have to say the shotgun's pretty satisfying to use. And again, some extra scrap and stuff back here. I didn't really take a moment to show it, but there's a lot of like fungal growth in there, so you can. That guy was locked in there for a while.
This way! We're sitting ducks here.
There's another ladder over here.
Keep going.
Hurry, Joel.
And for some reason, once you get on the ladder, it's like you're fine.
Inside the house now.
So that worked out well. Okay, I'll go check out this side of the house.
Bill?
Somebody had the same idea. They stole my shit.
Well, then what the hell is Plan B?
You ought to be thankful you're still drawing breath. That was plan A, B, C, all the way to fucking Z. And furthermore, tell Tess that she could take this job.
Don't you bring Tess into this!
Shove it right up
nothing
her
to do with... Jesus. What, you know this guy or something?
Frank.
Who the hell's Frank?
He was my partner. He's the only idiot that would wear a shirt like that. He's got bites. Here. And
I reckon he didn't want to turn, so he...
yeah, I guess not. Well, fuck him.
Look what I found. It's got some juice in it.
That's my battery. That fucking asshole. Get out. Get out.
Okay. Jeez.
Battery's drained, but cells are alive.
Meaning?
Meaning, we push it, get it started, and the alternator will recharge the battery.
Is that your guess?
Look, you wanted a plan B. This is as good as it gets.
What are you thinking?
Thinking you drive and we push.
So I don't know much about cars. I know more than
That's more of my
than
stuff.
somebody who doesn't. But I don't think you can. I don't know if in a military Humvee, if they use the same type of battery that you can use in like a regular truck. Could also be 100% wrong on that, but from what I understand, there's different like power levels of batteries. Like I think the size is the same. Wouldn't it just fry all the circuits in it? It might. I don't know. Doesn't look like it's like a souped up truck, so. Alright, here we have a letter to Bill from Frank.
Ready?
Bill, I found this in there and I figured you should have it.
Well, that's how you feel. Well, fuck you too, Frank. Fucking idiot. You ready to go?
You gonna be okay with this?
Yeah, not a problem.
So I guess I'll kind of
You're doing a
explain
good job.
what it is.
You should know that.
Why it is that Bill's so
I won't let
upset
you down
about
with
his
this.
partner. It's not because he was just his partner. He was also his romantic partner. Yeah, Bill is a gay character in this game,
All right.
and you'll see why that is in a little bit. But figured I would kind of explain why
Foot on the
he's
clutch.
kind of trying to hide some emotion there.
to pop a clutch.
How the hell did... You know what? I don't care. Just don't fuck it up.
All right, Ellie, get ready.
Now, hit it. Hit it.
Alright, so this is the last combat section of this area, which means this is also going to be one of the last times that I die in this area.
Ellie, we're gonna give it another go. Stay focused.
Okay, from the other side, to your left.
Shit.
Doesn't happen yet, but it'll happen, and again, it's the issue of the side character getting in the way of Joel as he's trying to fire his gun.
Gotta go faster.
Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
Guys, around that house, to your right.
So yeah, get a little stressful.
Don't have much time. Back to pushing.
So last final push in order to get this truck to start.
You know that, Joel.
Guys, from the other side, to your left.
And not yet. And here it is. Yep. Couldn't make it through combat section without dying.
Really? Fuck my day up. You know that, Joel, huh?
Alright, so
Almost out of your hair, Bill.
this section's going to end in just a couple of minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off now. So if you enjoyed this content and want to see more like it, feel free to subscribe, like, and comment on the video. And I will see you all in part 5.
Get her to the hill.
All right, Ellie, get ready. All right, Ellie, start it up.
Hear that sound, Bill?
Yeah, well, that means the infected hear it too. Just get the fucking truck. Go, Lord! All right, this'll do. Stop!
Just keep her running, all right?
That girl nearly got us killed.
You gotta admit, she did hold her own back there.
You ain't gonna make it. Here.
What's this?
You'd be amazed at how many cars still got gas in them.
Appreciate it. Look, Bill, about your buddy back there, that's a tough deal. And
We square.
we're square.
And get the fuck out of my town.